Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam
Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Enam Kanvanda Maravindanalaya Taksham Bhagavatam Samasitam Buddha Sundarangam Kandar Ako Vikamaniya Vishesha Shobham
Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami
Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Andani Yasa Sakalem Priya Priti Manti Pasyanti Panti Kayanti Chiram Naganti Ananda Chinmaya Sadhu Jala Vigrahasya Govindam
Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami
Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam
Assembled devotees, daily scores for Tuesday, the 5th of December. Books distributed. Jaimin, 1 small, 0.25 book points. Sudama, 15 small, 3.75 book points. Raghunath Vijay, 4 Mahabig, 8 book points. Madan Mohini, 3 small, 19 Mahabig. 38.75 book points. Gopal Vendesh, 1 big, 24 Mahabig, 49 book points. Mahalakshmi, 1 Mahabig for 74 book, one Śrīmad Bhāgavatam set for 74 book points. Victor, 3 medium, 3 big, 35 Mahabig, 74.5 book points. Jade, 45 Mahabig books for 90 book points. And Vijay Pitambar, 62 Mahabig for 124 book points. Yesterday's preaching scores: Radhesh Chai Bar 77, guests 932 Lakshmi points. Gopal's 252, guests 3025 Lakshmi points. And Crossways 462, guests 3923 Lakshmi points. Lakshmi liberated Jaimin 10, Sudama 45, Raghunath Vijay 60, Gopal Vendesh 210, Madan Mohini 217, Temple Shop 219, Jade 322, Victor 339, Mahalakshmi 350, Dvija Pitambar 453, and donation box 4,971. So that comes for a total collection of 7,196. And total books distributed yesterday: 146 small, 16 medium, 21 big, 835 Mahabig, 8 Śrīmad Bhāgavatam sets, and what's that? 3 SPO. I don't know what that is. So, sorry, that's the total distributed for this week so far. Prabhupada ki jai.
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevalava Kati Shadmai. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevalava Kati Shadmai. Vandamui Shavodana Mate. Vandamui Shavodana Mate. Jahara prasade vai e bhavatoriya jai. Jahara prasade vai e bhavatoriya jai. Krishna prapti hoy jahar hoy te Krishna prapti hoy jahar hoy te Guru mukha padma vakya chitete koriha akya Guru mukha padma vakya chitete koriha akya Prabhupada Harana koriha mone asa Harana koriha mone asa Sri Guru Charane Rati Eise Uttama Gati Jai prasade pure sarva asa Prabhupada Jai prasade pure sarva asa Sakudan dilo jai janme janme Prabhu se Sakudan dilo jai janme janme Prabhu se Devogan hriday prakasito Devogan hriday prakasito Prema bhakti jaha hoite abhida vina sajate Prema bhakti jaha hoite abhida vina sajate Vedegai jahara charito Vedegai jahara charito Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adhama Janara Bandhu Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adhama Janara Bandhu Lokena Lokera Jivana Lokena Lokera Jivana Ha Prabhu Karo Daya Deho More Pada Chaya Ha Prabhu Karo Daya Deho More Pada Chaya Eve just go through Tribhuvana Srila Prabhupada Patita Pavana Aha Prabhu Korodaya Tehomore Padachaya Eha Prabhu Korodaya Tehomore Padachaya Evejas Gusu Tribhuvana Srila Prabhupada Patita Pavana Srila Prabhupada Patita Pavana Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada. Jayo Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jai Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Hare Bol, Hare Bol, Gaur Hare Bol. Prabhupada ki jai, Namo Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Prestaya, Bhutale. Śrīmate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namine Prabhupada Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pasyata Desha Sarine Bolo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasari Gaur Bhaktivedanta Gaur Hare Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasari Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hello Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Bolo. Nitai Gaurango, Nitai Gaurango, Nitai Gaurango, Gaura Hari. 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha, Ballava Radha, Ballava Sri Radhe. Jaya Radha, Ballava Radha, Ballava Sri Radhe. Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Baladeva Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai, Nitai, Gaur, Haribol, 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 Gaur, Haribol. Nitai, Gaur, Haribol, 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 Gaur, Haribol. Gaur Premanande, Paramahamsa, Parivajay, Divine Grace, Thanks to Bhaktivedanta, Swami Śrīmad Bhāgavatam ki jai, Śrīmad Prabhupada ki jai, Nitya Jai Vishpad, Paramahamsa, Parivajay, Divine Grace, Bhaktivedanta Goswami Śrīmad Prabhupada ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Namacharya Śrīla Haridas Thakur ki jai, Prem se Kaho, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivedanta ki jai, Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopinath Shyam Kanda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan ki jai, Vrindavan Mathura Dham ki jai, Mayapur Navadip Dham ki jai, Bhakti Devi Tulsi Devi ki jai, Ganga Mai Jamuna Mai ki jai, Harinam Sankirtan ki jai, Sankirtan Yagya ki jai, Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki jai, Transcendental Book Distribution ki jai, Book Distribution Marathon ki jai, Shri Shri Radha Ballava ji ki jai, Jagannath Baladesh Bhatta Devi ki jai, Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki jai, Melbourne Mahaprabhu Mandir ki jai, Srila Prabhupada Guru Puja ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande. All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Ocean of material sufferings and obtain the mercy of Krishna. My consciousness purified by the word emanating from his lustrous mouth. Attachment to the lotus face of perfection fulfill all desires. Open my darkened eyes and fulfills my heart, transcendent knowledge. He is my Lord, birth after birth. From him ecstatically may emanate, by him ignorance is destroyed. The Vedic consistency of his character, our space of vast those for mercy, the friend of the poor of the Lord of acts of the devotees. O Master, be merciful unto us. Give us the shedding of lotus feet. Your friend, spread of flowers, pure. We take it of the will of God. Exercise now. You're doing a lot of exercise.
Yeah. Hang on. Put this down first.
Can you give me the phone? And the green bag. I hope people out there are online listening, because hardly anybody in the temple this morning. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Can I some water? Jasodanandana Brajajana Ranjana. Jasodanandana Brajajana Ranjana. Jamuna Tira Vanachari. Jamuna Tera Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Jasodanandana Brajajana Ranjana. Jasodanandana Brajajana Ranjana. Jamuna Tira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. What is that? Jasodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana. Jasodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana. Jamuna Tira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Jasodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana. Jamuna Tira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gaur Premanande. Jai Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrachakacharya, His Divine Grace, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta, Swami, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Grantara Śrīmad Bhāgavatam ki jai, Transcendental Book Distribution ki jai, Book Distribution Marathon ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande. All glory to the assembled devotees, all glory to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. Glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. Repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So today we are reading from Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 10. Etatte Hakyatam sarvam etatte janmam tvam pariprishtavan. Janmam tvam pariprishtavan. Damaghosha sutadinam. Hare satmyam apidish. Hare satmyam apidisham. Hare satmyam apidisham. Akyatam sarvam etatte janmam tvam pariprishtavan. Damagosha sutadinam. Hare satmyam apidisham. Akyatam sarvam etatte janmam tvam pariprishtavan tamagosha sutadinam Hare satyamapi dishram sarvam etatte Dinam Akyatam sarvam etatte Shutadinam Hare satyamapi disham Akyatam described sarvam everything etat this te unto you yat whatever mam unto me tvam you parifishtavan inquired namagosha shuta adinam of the son of Tamagosha, Shishupala and others. Hare of the Lord. Satyam, equal bodily features. Api, even. Disham, although they were inimical. Translation, there's no purport, you have to read the next verse. Everything you ask me about how Shishupala and others attained salvation, although they were inimical, has now been explained to you by me. So there's no purport. Next verse. Esha brahmanya desh devasya krishnasya cha mahatmanaha avatara kata punya vado yatradi datyayo. Translation. In this narration about Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, various expansions or incarnations of the Lord have been described. And the killing of the two demons, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, has also been described. Purport. Avatar or incarnations are expansions of the Supreme Godhead, Krishna, Govinda. Advaitam achyutamanadi mananta rupam adyam purana purusham navayovanam cha vedeshu durlavam adurlavam atma bhakto govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. I worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Govinda, who is the original person, non-dual, infallible, and without beginning. Although he explains unto unlimited forms, he is still the original, and although he is the oldest person, he always appears as a fresh youth. Such eternal, blissful, and all-knowing forms of the Lord cannot be understood by the academic wisdom of the Vedas, but they are always manifest to pure devotee, unalloyed devotee. Brahma Samhita 5.33. The Brahma Samhita describes the avatars. Indeed, all the avatars are described in the authentic scriptures. No one can become an avatar or incarnation, although this has become fashionable in the age of Kali. The avatar is described in the authentic scriptures, sastras, and therefore, before one risk accepting a pretender, as an avatar. One should refer to the Shastras. The Shastras say everywhere that Krishna is the original personality of Godhead and that he has innumerable avatars or incarnations. Elsewhere in the Brahma Samhita it is said, Rama adi murtishkala niyamena tishtan, Rama, Nrsimha, Varaha, and many others as consecutive expansions of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. After Krishna comes Balaram. After Balaram is Sankarshan, then Aniruddha, Pradyumna, Narayana, and then the Purusha avatars, Mahavishnu, Gavadakshaya Vishnu, and Hiradakshaya Vishnu. All of them are avatars. One must hear about the avatars. Narrations about such avatars are called Avatara Katha, the narrations of Krishna's expansions. Hearing and chanting these narrations as completely pious. Srinvadam Sakatha Krishna Punya Sravanam Kirtanaha. One who hears, chants, can become punya, purified of material contaminations. Whenever there are references of the avatars, religious principles are established. Demons who are against Krishna are killed. The Krishna consciousness movement is spreading all over the world with two aims: to establish Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead and kill the pretenders who falsely present themselves as avatars. The preachers of the Krishna consciousness movement must carry these convictions very carefully within their hearts and kill the demon who in many tactful ways vilify the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. If we take shelter of Nrsimhadev and Prahlad Maharaj, it will be easier to kill the demons who are against Krishna and thus establish Krishna's supremacy. Krishnastu Bhagavan Shayam. Krishna is the Supreme Lord, the original Lord. Prahlad Maharaj is our Guru and Krishna is our worshipful God. As advised by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Guru Krishna Prasade Pai Bhakti Lata Bij. If we can be successful in getting the mercy of Prahlad Maharaj and also that of Nrsimhadev, then our Krishna consciousness movement will be extremely successful. The demon Hiranyakashipu had so many ways to try to become Krishna himself, but although Prahlad Maharaj was chastised and threatened in many ways, he rigidly refused to accept his powerful demoniac father as God. Following the footsteps of Prahlad Maharaj, we should reject all the rascals who pretend to be God. We must accept Krishna and his incarnation and no one else. Srila Prabhupada is sitting here on the Vasasan. He is the founder of the Hare Krishna movement, ISKCON, we call it, International Society for Krishna Consciousness. So Srila Prabhupada, he is very heavy and very strong. He's using strong words to demonstrate, as have mentioned in the Bhagavatam by Vyasadeva. This is Bhagavatam written by Vyasadeva that establishes Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Dharmam tu sakshat bhagavat pranitam, that is mentioned in the purport. Sakshat, he is the original personality of Godhead. Dharmam, that is the enunciation, the verdict of the dharma. The religious principles enunciate that Krishna is the Supreme. That is what Prabhupada here very nicely explained in this purport. That no one can claim to be Bhagavan. Krishna is God. Krishnastu Bhagavan Shayam. That he Shayam, he is the original Shayam, the Supreme Krishna. Why do we come to the temple? to worship Krishna, pay our respect to Krishna, to pay our obeisances to Krishna, pay our dandavat. Why? Because we know Krishna is Bhagavan, the supreme source of all the sources. Ekale Ishar Krishna Arsha Britya. Krishna is alone Ishara. Others are his servants. Arsha Britya. Anyone who claims to be God, then he has to do what Krishna did 5,000 years ago. Right? So, here it is mentioned that we have to Sranvatam Sakatam Krishna, hear the glories and the topics of Krishna. Instead of being Krishna, we can hear the glories of Krishna instead. That is the verdict of the Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. So, Śrīmad Bhāgavatam stamps out who claims to be God or pretend to be God. Mittachara sauchyate. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita that one cannot be a pretender. That is in respect to another concept. One who pretend to be Krishna conscious even though he is not. That in that context. But who pretend to be God even though we are not God. That is also mittachara. A pretender. We cannot pretend to be someone else. I cannot say I'm you, you are me. It's a two different thing. Impersonal concept explains that we are all one. How can that be? You are not me, I am not you. There's individuality in there. You cannot put all together in one piece. There is variety, there is differences, there is complex incarnations. Here is mentioned avatar. So Krishna is known as avatar or avatari. He is the original source of all the incarnation, avatar. Just like it says here, Advaitam, Achyutam, Anadi, Ananta Rupam. Ananta means unlimited forms. I cannot expand myself into two forms. That is not possible. Because we are created by Bhagavan to be one individual particles, soul of the Supreme Soul, Paramatma. Like if we could take a drop of water from the sea, that always remains a drop of water from the sea. But when you put it back into the sea, it's not that they merge, they become one sea. That is in ultimate sense. But according to the Bhagavad Gita, we remain always individual. We do not lose our individuality. So even though it's mixed, there is a variety in that. Some people think that is all one. So the Bhakti Yoga, the concept of Krishna consciousness, the process of devotion to Krishna explains the bhakti culture, the process of devotion explains that everything has a variety. And we are in that variety of Krishna's variety. We are created by God to please Him. We are created for His pleasure. Because we are trying to please ourselves, but we're not being happy. In every way, we're baffled. Even we are married, we have family, but there's family troubles in the family too. Divorce. Why can't we live peacefully? Because that one thing is missing. That one missing link is Krishna. When you take Krishna out, then there's trouble. The trouble comes when you take God out in the concept, in the context. So, society is created for God in the center of the family, God in the society, in the center of the society, God in the center of one's life. Then it is perfect. So avatar means Krishna appeared in this world because to establish Himself as the Supreme. Why did He live to Govardhan Hill in Vrindavan? Why did he show the universal form? Why he appeared as Narayan, as a small boy, when he first appeared in the prison house as a small boy, and he expanded himself Narayan, 4 arm forms. Because to show that he is God, he is the Supreme. Thank you. You cannot say that I'm God. Then we have to produce that. We have to show that when you were born, you have to show our 4 arm forms, in bluish form, playing the flute, carrying the flute, show the universal form, lifting the Govardhan hill, bitten by Kaliya serpent, not going to the doctor afterward. These are all Krishna's Leela. Krishna Leela performs his wonderful pastimes to show us that we are subordinate to Krishna. So that's what is explained here. Avatar. Krishna first came, and then from him came, it's explained here, Sankarshan, Pradyumna, Aniruddha, Vasudeva, and then the 3 Vishnus. Like this, there is the expansion of Krishna. There's a system of creation. So the whole idea of the Lord's coming here is to perform his Leela with his devotees, perform his pastimes. So, Srila Prabhupada is very strong. He says here, we are telling that you are not God. You cannot be. You're pretending to be God. You're pretending to be something that you are not. That is called Maya. Maya means illusory concept, something which is not. Jiber Sharup hai Krishna Nitadas. That we are an eternal servant of Krishna. That is our constitution. You can't take our constitution away from the original constitution. That remains as original. Krishna is always Krishna, the Supreme Lord. Even when he came here, he is the Supreme. He doesn't lose his character. Just like Prabhupada gives the example, if you go to a king or a president of a country, he goes to the prison house to visit the prisoners, doesn't mean that he becomes a prisoner. So this material world we're living in, it's a material creation of the Lord, is known as the prison house of the material world. It's not a perfect place. That's why Krishna came here, to visit us, to inspire us, to enlighten us, to perform his Leela. So we become attracted to those Leela. So we finally turn to him, attracted to him. He's not coming here, ha ha ha, let these people are suffering, I'm enjoying, I love it. No. He came, he's constantly thinking of us, how he can bring us back to his lotus feet in the spiritual world. That's why he came here. So when son or a daughter, they leave the home, the parents are always concerned for them. How are their well-being? How are they doing? When are they coming back to home? They're constantly thinking of them. Similarly, Krishna, he's thinking. That's why he came. He's thinking how I can bring those conditionals back to Vaikuntha, to Golok Vrindavan. This is why the Hare Krishna movement is there, Prabhupada explains here. This Krishna consciousness movement established to give people a chance to serve Krishna, to turn to Krishna, to study the scriptures, to learn about back to Godhead, how to go back to Godhead, to learn to know more about the process of Bhakti Yoga, that why there is suffering in this world. There's so many things. So this Hare Krishna movement is a place of learning. It's a transcendental institution, mandir. Here we are following no meat eating, gambling, illicit sex, intoxication. We follow all these rules. We don't say, come here, do whatever you like. It's like Albert Park. We go out, no. Our temple's in Albert Park, but it's not what you do in the park. It is the temple atmosphere. Here we are establishing Krishna consciousness, Supreme Krishna. We're here to chant Hare Krishna, in front of Krishna, glorify Krishna. So these temples all over the world, Hare Krishna movement, established to give people a chance to learn about Krishna. Like a school. You go to learn about material life, ABC, different things, and mathematics, and grammar, languages, so many things you learn. You go to university to learn a particular subject about psychology or to how to become a doctor or physiology. So many things you can learn. IT, graphic designer. You learn. But the human life is meant for learning. But learning about the ultimate truth, absolute truth. Everybody is learning. We're learning how to take care of this body. Nobody teaches you how to eat. We find out how to sleep, do all the enjoyment of the body. We figure it out. But nobody's teaching how to love God, how to return to God. Who is God? Who am I in relation to God? Who created me? Why am I here? What is after death? What is death? This is what Bhagavatam explains. This month, this is every year in December, all the devotees go out, distribute Bhagavatam, distribute Prabhupada's books. This is a very special time of the year when people are in a very good mood, and they are going to have a Christmas and a long holiday. So in this month, we go out and distribute a lot of books, Prabhupada's books. Prabhupada wanted a devotee to go out and distribute books, his books that he translated from Sanskrit into English. Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, so many books that Prabhupada translated. So we call it book marathon. This is what pleases Prabhupada. We can talk about it in a temple, but this same knowledge is in the book. It can go far and wide when people are reading. When you distribute these books, they can read about it far, far away. In fact, a lot of the devotees who became Hare Krishna devotee, by reading Prabhupada's books. We can only talk so much about it. But if you distribute Prabhupada's books, knowledge will go far and wide. So Prabhupada took so much of his time to write these books. He didn't sleep. Only slept 1 or 2 hours. He'd be translating these books all night. They have, you know how long it takes time to write a book? And Prabhupada wrote tons of books within 10 years. And those days we didn't have the technology like we have today. And Prabhupada said these books, Prabhupada, he himself said, he didn't write it. Krishna dictated to him. We printed the books, but Krishna told Prabhupada. And Prabhupada was dictating it. Krishna was telling him. Prabhupada himself used to read his books. Devotee said, why are you reading your own book? You wrote it. He said, no, I didn't write it. Krishna wrote it. That's why I'm reading it. And in fact, every time you read Bhagavad Gita, every time you read, it's ever fresh. It feels like it's new. It's the same thing. Like if you go to see a movie or you eat the same food, it doesn't taste good second time. You're tired of it. So no, can you make different thing? But in spiritual world, it's always fresh. It's eternal, ever fresh. So when you read Prabhupada's books, every time you get a new glimpse of the philosophy, and it's very enlightening, it's very good feeling. There's a lot of people who read these books, they can't stop. They read even more. You have to pay attention. So Prabhupada explains in this purport here, we are the followers of the Prahlad Maharaj. Because Prahlad Maharaj, he was so strong devotee of Krishna. That's what it says here in the, like Prahlad, he is the topmost devotee. Because he has so strong faith in Krishna that nothing can deter him from away from Krishna, nothing. And he was only a 5-year-old boy. We find it so difficult to become a Hare Krishna devotee. We can't give up our bad habits. You know, we follow 4 principles. No meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling, no illicit sex. And people say, now what's left? If you don't do those things, what's life is about? We are living perfectly without those things. Because that's what it takes to develop love for Krishna, ruchi, taste for Krishna. You have to give up the lower taste. Vishaya vinivartante rasa rasa dehinam. Krishna says, in order to develop higher taste, you have to give up the lower taste. Lower taste in connection with the body. How much can you eat? How much can you sleep? More you sleep, you become more tired, actually. So yoga explains, it takes what's required. And this is what Krishna says. Yatanatastas yoga asti. A perfect yogi, he doesn't eat too much or too little, he doesn't sleep too much or too little, just right amount. Just a nap, quick nap. He ends up sleeping hours and hours, you wake up, you're more tired. As you get older, body requires even less. Because that's the time is we are meant to chant Hare Krishna more, study more, serve more. Body, it doesn't require so much to survive. Because Krishna created like that. So at least towards the end of our life, we can turn to Krishna and serve Krishna, meditate on Krishna, sit in the temple, do more activity, serve Krishna in various ways. So, one of the most important points Prabhupada explains here is that this strong faith that Prahlad Maharaj has, that he understands that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. We have this book called Krishna Book. Right in the top of the book, Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, big writing. He's emphasizing. And Prabhupada used to say even a small girl, like a 5-year-old girl, Prabhupada asked one small girl, Hare Krishna devotee girl, so who is God? He said, Krishna is God, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That's all you need. When you know Krishna is God, then you serve Him. Param Brahma, Param Dhamma, Papitram, Paramam Bhamam, Purusham, Sasatam, Dibyam, Adidevam, Majambu, Vivum, Hashito Devala Vyasa, Sayam Chaiva, Ravishime. Bhagavad Gita explains. Param Brahma, Param Dhamma. He is the Param Brahman, the Supreme, the Universal Lord. Param Brahma, Param Dhamma. Dhamma, the original, the owner of the planet, all the places. Purusham, original person. Purusham, Param Brahma, Param Dhamma. And he is the Adi Purusha, original, supreme Adi Purusha, the original person. We're not the original person. We're just person, not the original person. Individual particles of Krishna. Krishna says, when you die, He can remember everything. When we die, we can't remember. When we wake up, next day we can't remember what happened in the day before. And we write it all down. Nowadays, everything in the phone. Even giving class, they have the laptop in front. Can't remember anything. You see, devotees have... I like it when the Bhagavatam is there instead of this just machine sitting in front. So, Krishna is so beautifully appeared himself in this world. Shyama Sundara. Shyama Sundara means one who plays the flute. Shyama. Sundar means beautiful. In Bengal, they name girls Sundar. Oti Sundar, very beautiful. Oti means very beautiful. Sundar Gopal, like that, beautiful Krishna. Shyama Sundar, he's playing the flute. Only time he takes the flute off when he's taking his meal. How long can he play the flute? But it means he represents as Shyama Sundar is God, Supreme God. You don't put flute on Ganesh or Durga or Kali or Indra. They all have a weapon. They have a tools that they're working with. They need to have those tools. Like you sit in front of a computer, you need that as a tool to work. Or somebody has a nirani, a shovel. There's a labor, or a broom, a cook, he has a spoon, a ladle, or something to stir with. Everybody has a utensil to work with that they require. But Krishna, he is a flute. Then we're talking about Krishna. The description of Krishna is that he is playing flute. And he has peacock feather. He's bluish, Ganashyam, bluish black. So when he describes Krishna, he lives in Golok Vrindavan. What's the address? Up there. You can find our address from Hare Krishna temple. When you have Janmashtami, Indian people are coming here because they know we are Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. We don't worship Ganesh. They know we are followers of Hare Krishna. They come to Krishna. When they want to go to a demigod or something, they go another place. Because they know we are very specific. And that's what Krishna says. Janti deva brata devan pitri nante pitri brata. Krishna says those who worship the pitri, forefathers, ancestors, they go to the ancestors. Ghosts and spirits, they go to the ghosts and spirits. Janti deva brata pitri mat pitri brata. Bhutani janti bhuteja janti mataji mam. But those who worship me, Krishna said, particularly, he is telling, those who worship me, they come to me. So if you want to know more about Krishna, here it is. Krishna explains, I am that Supreme. Who is playing the flute in the bank of the Yamuna? Jaya Radhama. We sing before the Bhagavatam class. That's a description of Vrindavan. Radha Madhav. Yamuna Tira. That Krishna is playing the flute and on the bank of the Yamuna. The song we sing every day before Bhagavatam class. That's a description of Krishna's pastimes, particularly in Vrindavan. Where does he live? In Vrindavan. That's his home. The whole universe belongs to Krishna. But he has a particular place. That's his favorite place. Just like if you want to go to India, you go to India. You catch a plane, you go to India. But they have an embassy of India here that you can go to. Call them, hey, hi, Hare Krishna. Namaste. You speak in Hindi, because they have Indian embassy. So Prabhupada said these Hare Krishna temples are like the embassies of the spiritual world. Windows to the spiritual world. People are, I'll go to Vrindavan. Vrindavan is right here. It's in a vision. Krishna is here. If you have that attitude, wherever you go, you carry Vrindavan with you. It's in your mind, in your heart. We are not all day sitting in the temple. we go out. So we have to be Krishna conscious. Our mind has to be Krishna conscious. Our soul has to be conscious, spiritual soul. So wherever you go, we have to carry that Vrindavan in our heart. I lost my heart in Vrindavan, they write in the back of the t-shirt. We have to remind ourselves. So, first of all, we have to understand Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. We cannot be doubt about that. If you're doubtful about that, then we have to learn more, hear more, study more, and understand more the philosophy of the Bhakti Yoga. Then you'll know that this is the way to know who God is. Oh yeah, He's God, I'm God, everybody's God. If everybody is God, what's the meaning of being a God? God can be only one person. Only one person can be a God, not two. Luke is God, this Prabhu is God, I'm a God, hi. Hello, God to God. They say sometimes, Narayan. One Narayan shakes the hand of another Narayan. You walk in the temple room here, 4 arms, we'd be shocked. He have 4 arms all of a sudden. He have 2, we have 2 arms. If you see somebody with 4 arms, they're going to be, wow, what's going on? What's going on here? Walk down the road with 4 arms, bluish. That's fake. Krishna has 4 arms. He has 2 arms. He can have thousands of arms if he wants to. We are created in the image of God, 2 arms. Manushim Rupam, 2-arm form. We say Manush. In Bengal we say Ban Manush. Ban Manush means in the forest, like pygmies, that kind of forest human being. They're not human being, like aboriginals, like that type of people. Ban Manush. But Manush means a human being that is created in the image of God, 2-arm forms. That's the ultimate meaning. Doesn't make us God. We can be godly, but not God. First you become like a servant of God, then suddenly become a God. Doesn't work like that. You can never say a servant become a minister, and minister becomes the prime minister, and on and on. Then after prime minister, he is a king. After king, he is a universal king. Then he is sitting on the altar, Jagannath. It doesn't work like that. Individuality remains individuality. Like I said in the beginning of the class, you take a drop of water out of the sea, it still remains 1 drop of water. You put it back in the sea, it merges in the water, but according to Bhagavatam, that drop of water, you will still remain stays in its original form as 1 unit, as the particle of the water. Parts of God, part and parcel of God. Doesn't mean we become God. So we all put it all together in one piece. We become God. And cut it all to pieces, no. We come together, but still our individuality will always remain as individuality. You can't take that away. So, this is very important to understand, that our character, the ultimate character of a devotee, that he understands the principle of servitorship. What is a servant? We always remain servant. So don't tell me I'm a servant. People don't want to hear this word servant, but we are servant of Krishna. If you're a servant of a king, it's a nice thing. You have a high salary, people pick you up in a car, you're like a minister. You got all the treatment like a king. So if you're servant of Krishna, it's a good thing. You see, our sannyasis, they're just preachers. They come here, we do kirtan when they're arriving out of the car, and we people running around cook for them. They put them in a nice room, and they wash their feet. They even drink the water from the feet. They think, wow, yuck. But this is the respect God gets. And Prabhupada, when he was to come, so much respect. You can't imagine the respect Prabhupada got. People were rolling on the ground to see him, putting the Jaya Prabhupada, people leaping up and down from the floor. Prabhupada threw a piece of flower, it disappears in the air because everyone's so eager to get it. They don't even get a piece of it. That's the respect. So people, they're jealous of Prabhupada. How he can get so much respect. So people are jealous of God. He says here, Shishupal, he was a demon. He was jealous of Krishna. He wanted to kill Krishna. Shishupal, a demon, he wanted to kill Krishna. He was criticizing Krishna. And Krishna is sitting there, Santi, very peacefully. And the Pandavas, they're very powerful. They all draw the sword. How can you criticize Krishna, our God? They're ready to kill him. Krishna says, wait, I'll deal with it. And he criticized Krishna 101 times. 101. And Krishna tolerated it. That many criticism, people tell us off with one criticism, we are so angry. Isn't it? We are ready to pounce them. World War III, because you said that's our wrong thing. But Krishna tolerated it. 100 times, 100 insult. So, sometimes even amongst us, some people look at the wrong way or say something that we don't like it, and we want to have a revenge. But Krishna himself has so many enemies. We are worried about, this person doesn't like me. We're whinging all the time about small little things. Krishna, God himself, has so many enemies. He created this world because we turn away from him. How many living entity? Only a few of us is sitting in this temple. Everybody else going to work, this, that. They don't believe in God. Mostly. Prabhupada said in the Bhagavatam, 99 of the population in the world, they don't have interest in God. 99% of the population in the world, they don't want to know about God. They don't even believe in God exists. Like imagine I'm saying, I don't like you, I hate you. How do you feel? So these kind of people, but still, Krishna created this world. Ocean, the sun, the moon, mountains, scenery, beautiful fruits, flower, so many nice things for people who doesn't love God. God's love is unimaginable. If I don't like you, I cut your salary, I throw you out of here, so many things. But Krishna, people don't love God. He still created this whole universe for the pleasure of the people. You see, piece of orange, so nicely created. Has a skin around it, then you peel the skin inside, the juice, you suck it out. Everything is so nicely arranged. And then he gives the mango, people love mango. You go to Russia, there's no mango, too cold. I was eating a mango in an air float once, Everybody's all the Russian, can I have a piece of it? Because they never saw mango because it's so cold there. So Krishna created this mango. So beautiful fruit, so fragrant. Here you cut a mango, no flavor because they pack it with so much chemical. But in India, there's so much fragrance in the fruits and flowers. Grow our own fruit. You can cut a mango, you can smell it down the road. Krishna created these things. How wonderful God is. We don't love God, but He still is giving us. An elephant, they have a huge body. They're not running to the temple, namaste, praying. They have no idea about God. But still, Krishna is giving food to fill up their big belly. So, but we are very disturbed when somebody says something to us. But Krishna is most tolerant, most loving. He understands these people are foolish, they're ignorant. They turn away from me. Still makes arrangements to come down here in the material world, time and time, to perform His Leela, like is mentioned in this year. Pastimes, excellent pastimes. That pastime that Krishna performs is superhuman. Not like you see a movie to see, to know what kind of person you are, very strong, Iron Man or a Superman. A Superman, he himself died from accidents. Krishna lifted the Govardhan hill, he's a real Superman or hero. Hanuman, he lifted the hill and he flew from the north to the south. There's a picture of Hanuman carrying a hill because there's medicine in it. So strong. Hanuman is servant of God, not even God. We lift one metal thing, 110 kg, hero. Imagine lifting a hill. So Krishna is the Supreme. So in every way, if you can actually precisely understand the philosophy of the Bhagavatam, you will know clearly that we are not the Supreme, we are His servant. We are servant of the servant of the servant. Gopi Bhartu Padakamalayur Dasa 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 No Dasa. We are the servant of the servant of the servant of the gopis who are the direct servant of Krishna. That is the attitude we have to accept to perform. The attitude of devotee is that we have to be humble, attitude like the gopis. Then we can progress in the spiritual path. Oh yeah, I got it all. No, we have to have the right attitude. I haven't got it. Please allow me to know a humble approach, submission in front of a Krishna's devotee, in front of a guru. Just like in the church also, they humbly submit. Then they beat you with something. They have a broom or something, they beat you in the head. They convert you. But the process is the same, that you have to submit yourself, humble submission. Yes, thank you. So the submission of Krishna consciousness is in our attitude. The attitude is what? Bhakti, devotional attitude, devotional service. Not that we come to the temple and we say, show me God. Everything has a process how we can channel ourselves. Then follow the path, and then Krishna will from within, the spiritual master, the Vaishnavas, they'll reveal to us when we qualified. So the qualification here is that we have to follow the example of Prahlad Maharaj. And the Prahlad Maharaj is a great devotee of Krishna because Prahlad Maharaj, he has full faith in Krishna's protection. Prahlad Maharaj was not in any way deterred himself from knowing Krishna as the Supreme. He knew Krishna as the Supreme. His father told him, feed him poison. He said, no. He offered the food that had poison to Krishna. He says, first I must offer to Krishna. And he ate it, nothing happened. He ate poison, nothing happened. Because Prahlad Maharaj, he loved Krishna so much, he doesn't care if poison in it or not. Because it's Krishna Prasad. That's the faith. And he was only a 5-year-old boy. So we had learned to have that kind of faith in Krishna. We have to have that kind of strength, spiritual strength. We have to have that kind of pure, deep love for Krishna. That's why Prahlad Maharaj is known as highest devotee. That's what it takes to become a highest devotee of Krishna, is when we can have that kind of faith, strength, spiritual, strong faith in Krishna. That unalloyed faith, that we never give up at times of difficulty, at times of sensual demands, at times of mind's delusion, at times of distress. We remain strong to serve Krishna because we understand the philosophy very nicely. We are not deterred in any way. Then we can be a follower of Prahlad Maharaj. That's what Prabhupada very much emphasized in this purport, to be just like Prahlad Maharaj. There's a story, Vikshakshana, during the time of the British in India. Bhaktivedanta Thakur was a district magistrate in Bengal, Jagannath Puri. He was a very big man. And there was a yogi. He claimed to be Vishnu. He said, I'm Vishnu. Bhaktivedanta Thakur said, he's not Vishnu. I'll show you you're not Vishnu. But, so this yogi, he made all his family very sick. They were almost dying. He said, I don't care, even if they die, I will prove to everyone that this yogi is not Vishnu. So the British are saying, hey, admit, otherwise your family is going to die. So they brought the yogi to the court, because he was the district court judge, Bhaktivedanta Thakur. And he had long hair like this, afro. So it says that when they brought him to the court, one of the Britishers chopped his head off. I mean, his, not head, sorry, the hair off, cut off all his hair. And he fell to the ground. So they said he was keeping his mystic power in the hair. So when he chopped his hair off, he had no power anymore. So Bhaktivedanta Thakur says, see, he is not God. He just has some power. He like electric power in his hair. He can make people sick. God has all the power. He doesn't make people sick. He wants us to love Him. We have power. We want to hurt people. That's why we don't have the power. If I have all the power, we will want to control everything. That's why in Kali Yuga, the power is in the holy name, not that kind of power to control. So this example is Vikshakshana. He says, I'm Narayan, I'm Vishnu, worship me. Bhaktivedanta Thakur said, no way, you're not Vishnu. And he proved it. So don't become allured or think someone just shows something and he's Narayan. No. We know who is Narayan, who is Vishnu, who is Krishna from the Bhagavatam. Just because they wag some mystic, some yogic power, it doesn't make one God. God lifted Govardhan hill. He was bitten by a snake, Kali a serpent. He showed the universal form. What kind of yogi you are if you can't do those things? He can make coin come from the ear into the other ear, that's all. Krishna created a cow. He just eats grass and produce milk. Can you do that? You don't need a mystic yogi to do that. It's even cow a yogi. Just simply eat grass and produces milk, and from milk you make yogurt, cheese. and all kinds of things. That's how you love your pizza, because you have cheese on it. Cow produced it, just a cow, a dumb cow. It makes him a yogi, mystic power. We eat food and it digests it. How is it? We breathe air and it's moving, hair is growing nicely. How is it all working? This is mystic power. This is God's creation. So don't be fooled by somebody can do some silly thing. Somebody said, I will walk on water. But it takes 10 years to learn the mantra. Well, you take a few rupees and get on the boat and cross the river. Finish. Why waste so much time? Understand what I'm saying? So learn how to walk on the water. It's not a big deal. You still have to die one day. Birth, death, old age, disease. Prabhupada said, I can stop your birth, death, old age, disease. Can you do that? He said, no, sorry Swami, I can't do that. So he's a better yogi than these kind of cheap yogis. So what Prabhupada gave us is a higher, is very liberating. See, so that's what Krishna consciousness movement is to understand position of Krishna as God and that we are His servant. And we can clearly understand this point and then we'll become better devotee of Krishna. It's not just Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna is good, but we have to also know, going out distributing books. Prabhupada said, we are expected to know what's in the book as well. Someone can say, what's in the book, you don't know. You're distributing it, but you have to know what's in it too. So he very much emphasized to study Prabhupada's books also. I'm talking these things, not making up, because I studied it before. That's what Prabhupada said in the purport. Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, you have to hear. You can learn by hearing. So this is a temple room here. We come together to learn about Krishna through this philosophy. So we have this class every day, so we can learn more and more, and this way we can become more aware of the philosophy of Krishna consciousness. Any questions?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. You mentioned before about everyone thinking that they are God, and this really seems like one of the most popular sort of attractions towards so-called spirituality. So why is it such a popular thing?
Yeah, because ultimately people are not happy. They want to know a bit more about, then they turn to spirituality. At least God consciousness is the ultimate solution. Underneath, people know it. Whether you like it or not, people say, oh, I'm an atheist. But when they're in danger, they turn to God. They know underneath, only God can actually, He created the whole universe. He knows the method for solving the problem as well. So spirituality, whether let's call it spirituality or whatever, but for more clarification, we just study Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam. What is spirituality? It's not just something you make up. Oh yeah, I wax some incense and I light incense and I have meditation. I'm pretty spiritual. Yeah, I am actually. It doesn't mean only that. Spirituality goes deeper than that. Just whacking some incense every day and then eating some vegan food and then do some yoga, exercise. Doesn't make one spiritual. Yeah, I'm vegetarian. Monkeys too, vegetarian. An elephant and cows. Doesn't mean they're spiritual. And Krishna says, Patram pushram phalantayam, offer the fruit to me. Why do we offer food to Him? Because He said so. Because then we can understand who Krishna is, then we want to voluntarily offer Krishna the food. If you don't know about someone, how are we going to offer food to you? I'm not going to say hello to you if I don't know you. So when He So similarly, we offer, Krishna says, Patram Pushpam, offer food or a fruit or flower or water, I'll accept it if it's offered in devotion. Why do we do that? Because we understand who Krishna is, what his position is. And that position of Krishna we know because we're studying from the books. We heard it from the guru, the spiritual teachers. Not just anyone can be a guru. Oh, I'm an English teacher. Doesn't make you a guru. You have to know the spiritual context of the scriptures, the Bhagavatam or the Bhagavad Gita. Like Prabhupada. Evam parampara paptam imam raja saya vidu. The spiritual teachings are like the chain, disciplic succession. Krishna spoke to Brahma, Asita, Deval, Narada, Asita, all the way down to Prabhupada. It's a chain of disciplic succession. Not just anyone can claim to be a guru. Oh, yeah, I'm a guru too. You go to India, there's guru in every corner in the street. Yeah, come to me. It's like selling product. I've got a better thing. It's not like that. So in order to be spiritualist, you have to be a disciple of a sincere guru. Guru is one who was the first good disciple. Then he becomes a good guru. A good disciple, then he's qualified to become a guru. Guru to disciple, disciple to guru. That's how the chain of disciplic succession. So it's not that you do something that you think is spiritual. It's in your mind. Speculation. Oh yeah, I feel I'm okay, you're okay, we're all okay. I'm a spiritualist. But we have no idea what his really spiritual life is. Maybe it's just the starting point, but we have to be searching for the absolute truth. If I ask you to show me the road, like, oh, you go, oh, yeah, this way, somebody says that way. Now you can go and Google it, it'll tell you. Similarly, if you want to know more, then you have to research, you have to search out. And Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, I am sitting in the heart and I will guide such sincere soul when they come to me with sincerity. Isn't it? So there's so many ways to make ourselves understand how to know more about spiritual life in a way, and how to approach the spiritual life to the spiritual masters who can reveal to us when the spiritual master sees us that we are ready and that we are sincerely making an effort by our approach, devotional approach, then humble approach, then the spiritual master will reveal knowledge. That's what Jnana Dipena Bhashata. Through the knowledge, one is lightened up. So it's not that I do my thing, your thing, and I'm happy, you're happy, it is spiritual. It's not like that. It is more than that. You have to live in association of devotees, you have to sacrifice your life, you have to give up meat eating, intoxication, gambling, illicit sex, and wine, and all the things. You have to give up your personal interest to live in a monastery or a temple atmosphere or association of sadhu sangha, sarva sastra koi. The scriptures time and time and again says that you have to live in association of devotees. One devotee says, no, I want to live in a Radhakund on my own, chant my rounds. And Prabhupada said, there's enough monkeys over there, we don't need one more. So, you have to live. If you want to be spiritualist, come to the program, chant japa, associate with devotees, do service, give up follow the 4 regulatory principles. It's easy to say, yeah, I'm a spiritualist. You have to follow these things. You have to develop the character of a sadhu, of a spiritualist. How do you know a gentleman? Is when he speaks, not by his coat. You wear a nice suit and tie, you can put it on somebody who's crazy. But when he speaks, we know how he is. So the character is what makes one a human being, manush. A human being is according to his character. A Vaishnava, a devotee, according to his character, how he lives his life, what he eats, what he does, what he says, our actions. It's not just a talk. Okay? That, I mean, your question actually gives a purport to a complete class, if I want to make it more, to explain it more. It has to give me another hour. But I just gave you a little bit of the to make your point clear.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Anybody else? Hare Krishna. Okay. No more questions? Your dad listening to the class here today?
I hope so. I hope so. I let him know.
Because he told me he asked for when the class is and he wanted to listen from UK.
Yeah.
Online. Here I am giving the talk.
There it is. There it is.
Next one's going to be on the 12th, next Tuesday.
Okay, awesome.
Have the everything ready.
I'll tell him to get some questions ready.
Questions ready? And yeah. Now Krishna consciousness is not far away. Like it's mentioned, far away but near as well. So he may be so far away in Europe, but he can hear the talks of Krishna coming out of the system. Is as good as being there.
Yeah.
Because of the technology. We embrace the technology if it's used in a proper way. And Prabhupada said, like if you like a knife, if you can hurt someone at the same time, you can be very useful to cut the vegetables with it. So the technology, we're not saying it's wrong with it. We can use the same technology for serving Krishna, to broadcast the message of Krishna. At the same time, you can sing a cinnamon song, mundane song vibrations. So we can spiritualize these things in serving Krishna. Yeah. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.